We must be seen. We must be what? We must be seen. We must be what? We must be seen. We must be what? We must be seen. We must be seen.
So it all started with a post. I am a small CC bike rider, SG 150 mod, but I've always wanted to ride a big boys rides. This coming Saturday 27th is my wedding day. I know many people's preference is to drive in long line of big engine cars, V12, V8 limos, or the classic fancy cars, name them. For me, I wish I could just have bikes to my wedding entrance church, but my bike is not any fancy to be cheered as I enter the church gates. I wish a friend will come and take me as a pillion. This will be my ultimate dream come true, riding to my wedding, because I want it different. I prefer it unique. Picture just for attention. And the riders said, say no more. That night, 3 WhatsApp groups were formed to the best of my knowledge. Bikers were posted. Of course, it's the first time for most of us to meet or even know each other on the roads. So this is just a confirmation. People washed their bikes as a sign of confirmation and just giving each other encouragement. However, it decided to rain heavily that night into the morning, and of course bikers will get discouraged, so I decided to post a video that will encourage bikers in the group, and here goes.
We must be seen. We must. Whether we Ndakni or we Kithini, we must be seen. It's not a joke.
And yes, we must be seen. So that was my encouragement. So I decided to just get along with it. And despite the gloomy weather, I knew that the sun will come out. Now where I live, there's this tendency where the weather at one point it's rainy at home, and when I get at some point down the road, you get right into the sun. So this was my hope and encouragement that at one point I would ride into the sun, despite whatever has happened. And there are those moments when as a rider you just, even if the rain comes in, you've already committed. So I have already committed. Whether rain comes, sunshine, I must be seen. So I'm even getting a bit of encouragement as I see the road, it gets dry as I go along. And so at this point I noticed a blink on the fuel gauge, and I'm the kind of guy, the first blink takes me to the first station. I know the second guy who, the two kind of bikers. There's one, I know my bike, and there's the two, it must be full at all times. So this bike is 235 kgs. It will be an embarrassment to just try and ride with it, or rather walk with it to the nearest station. I'll be so sweaty. And so I decided to just get into the nearest filling station and put it to the full, because I know this is a day for one guy who's going to get married. And so at this point I'm convinced that the rainy days are over and there's not going to be any more rain. So I decided to take off my rainy gear, put it in the boot, because I love riding less bulky as possible. And so guess what happens as I go on the road? I see drizzles again. I'm like, oh my goodness, this day couldn't get any worse, better. Okay, let's not jinx it. But anyway, I've already committed to putting the rain gear into the boot, so I'm not going to take it out again. So I'm almost near the venue. I know I'm not quite far off, but I decide to ask. I always have to ask 3 people to the direction. There's always the true north guy, grid north, and the compass north. So every moment I will go, I will just ask the nearest person to direct me to the next turn, to the next turn. As I said, you never miss the compass north guy. That guy told me to go straight, but he was pretty much accurate because he saw bikers go that way, but he didn't know where I was going, because I was not supposed to go straight. I was supposed to turn right, and that's the way to the aviation. But anyway, you'll never miss these people directing you. So I just followed his direction blindly, but I knew I will have to ask one more person on the road. And so that last guy is the one who directed me to the place that is the aviation. And of course, I was so glad when I saw another biker, and at that moment you feel like freedom is coming. And so we ride into the venue and try to look for the rest of the bikers. And of course, when we get there, we get to have a look of, well, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 bikers arriving then. So we know others will come. So at this point, I know many people have felt discouraged. This is the first time we are all meeting, so of course chit chat here and there. And after a few minutes, I decided to call one of the bikers in the group, and because it has taken so long, I'm wondering where are the rest of the people. Apparently, we were in the reception grounds, and we're supposed to be at the groom's home. Gladly, at least, or rather fortunately, the home is in the same, within the same compound. So we just have to ride to the other corner, and voila! Then we get to see the rest of the gang. Of course, we've never seen each other 80%. Maybe you'll recognize maybe 1 or 2 people, but ain't I so happy to see all these bikers here. And finally I get to meet the groom, or so I thought. Of course, I just went to the guy who's dressed in suit because the other guy looks like a biker. But anyway, this is the man of the day, the guy who brought us all together through a post. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the groom!
Back to the biker community.
Thank you very much for coming today. I was not expecting this. And this is much love. And I can see the bike community is going far. Na kama hii inaweza fanyikia hata watu wengine na kukuwe na ushikamano kama huu, then the world will be better for all of us. Thank you very much. I'm loving you all. Tutapatana huko church.
Haya. So we decided to get in a formation and ride to the other side of the compound to take photos with the groom and the groomsmen. And on the way, of course, a photographer is left behind, because who's going to take the photos? Only bikers will know. So we formed another formation to give the groom and his men a guard of honor. But before that, of course, I see the security alarmed, and I don't wonder whether it's going to chase us or not. We hope not, because we'll just go out sadly, not having made his day. But gladly he was able to understand, and he just felt that we were threatening him, and because of the noise, but it all ended in happiness and joy. And before we go to the guard of honor, let's hear it from the biker community.
We must be what? We must be what? We must be what? We must be what? We must be seen. Harusi tunayo tuna.
Lady bikers, what to the couple getting married today?
Congratulations to the couple, and we are happy to have them as part of the community. Can the bride join us? We're only yes.
Hata yangu na yeye ni next week. Wewe na nani? Yangu na yeye mmoja wao. Hadi wote wawili iko sawa. Next week mkuja. Next week? Next week.
With the biking community, if you have a dream, we make sure your dream comes true. That is why we have all these bikers here. Congratulations. One day you'll be on a big bike.
Is this your son?
This is my son here, Trevor.
Does he ride?
Yes, he rides.
Hey,
He's been
Trevor.
riding for like 5 years now. Yes, 5 years. Almost 5 years.
Trevor, how do you feel about what you've seen today?
It's just shocking.
It's shocking.
See all these one wedding.
And one person we all don't know. A stranger, actually.
By the way, we actually don't know
I
them.
think actually all of us got to know about him yesterday.
That's true. But this is the biker spirit.
This is the biking spirit.
That's true, man.
Hello everyone. Hi. My name is Clavo Chain, otherwise known as Chief Priest.
My name is Dennis Mutinda.
My name is Moses, aka Mok.
Yeah, so it's been an honor to be here. We are very happy to have this auspicious occasion. We are here to support our brother on his special day. We are here to make memories out of this day, something that is never going to forget. But I'm very sure the kind of unity we have here in Kenya is quite pleasing. Thank you so much, and I wish him well.
Kenya amesema.
For me, I wish the happy couple nice union. I'm so glad riders wametokea. This is one good community where people support each other. And we must be seen.
The slogan for today is
We must be seen.
Whether
in Destiny or Kidney, we must be seen.
We must be seen. We must. Whether we in Destiny or we kidney, we must be seen. It's not a joke.
My word would be, if I was to do a wedding, I would call bikers like the way you did. I regret not doing this, and that's why when you posted it and called for help, I said I will come here and do anything to make your dream come true. For me, when you call out for help as bikers, we are so united, and this is the spirit of bikers. We come. There are many functions and things we could do, but we will sacrifice to make your dream come true. We hope that you'll watch this and know that bikers are true brothers, and that even for you cagers who are on the road, that you respect us and know that we are not thugs, we are not bad people, we are safe people. Some of us are pilots. There is always a father behind an helmet. We are not what people think we are. We are family, we attend weddings, we eat cakes, we celebrate, and we are joyful like all
That's
of
true,
us
man.
here.
At what?
I was just chilling, then the guy posted. Nikasema ni hivyo.
Groom alipost kwa
the groom posted. I was just chilling watching my cartoon. Then the guy posted.
Ukasema you must be seen.
I must be seen, I must be heard. And the guy must marry.
Lazima.
Whether we kidney or deckney, lazima tu.
And you've been married for
Sasa hiyo swali.
hiyo swali.
Acha tuseme tu. Nimeoa.
Umeoa. And marriage works.
And marriage works.
Sawa.
Yes, marriage works, especially when you have a bike.
Another one. And then he's going to
We've recruited a biker.
Yes.
How many experience do you have riding?
10 years.
A day. Now.
An hour.
An hour. An hour of observing.
Yeah.
What do you think about what we've seen today?
Today, actually, it has been a wonderful experience. I was just in the house and I'm like, okay, are we having racing kind of motorbikes today in our place? What's going on?
Tumekuamsha?
Umeniamsha, okay.
Okay. So the bikers had a series of meetings on how could we make the day special for Mark. And so we decided to do one thing that he will never forget. Pretty much we have never done this to any biker before. We decided to give him a guard of honor. And so, led by Pastor Sami Kiumbe, Chairman Private Bikers Association of Kenya, he inspected the guard of honor with Mark. And Mark did the honorable thing to just greet every biker one at a time. Remember, none of these bikers have ever met Mark, and so we decided to just have that moment and tell him we appreciate you and we honor you as you get into this marriage. So Mark, this is the least that bikers could have done. Anything that you would have requested for, we would have gone over and above and beyond. And so this day is for Mark before he goes and meets the bride of the day, whom I hope we're going to meet. Because all this time, this has been all about Mark. You'll want to see where's the bride. Stay tuned.